Hey guys, welcome back to another Plan With Me. This week I'm planning from July 22nd to the 28th, and I'm using this pink planner shop printable kit called Skater Girl. I've had this artwork for quite a while, and I don't know, I just felt like this was a good week to use it. Nothing specific really happened, and actually this was, I think, one of the first weeks in a while where I did not have some sort of mental breakdown. So yeah, this is just more of a normal week. There were a couple things that happened, but like nothing crazy. I think the most exciting thing of the week was I finally went to the movies again. I haven't been to the movies since the Quiet Place movie, and that was for a friend's birthday. And besides that, I can't remember the last time, but I was desperate to see Longlegs, and I will say it did not disappoint. It was exactly what I wanted. Basically, it is a weird movie. It is a weird movie, but it's not the type of weird where like, oh my God, this is too artistic, and like, I don't feel like figuring out what the hell the meaning of this was. You know what I mean? Like, there are a few movies like that come to mind. There was one, can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I never even finished it because I was just like, God, this is too just metaphorical and just random visuals. Like, I want a story. So this movie, I am happy to report, was both weird, which I very much enjoy, and had an easy to follow plot. It wasn't like, I even think, I guess The Witch had a plot. I just didn't really like that movie. I don't know. Point being, I was nervous because Joe sometimes doesn't love like the really out there horror movies, and neither do I. And what I mean by out there, again, is just like, okay, what the hell was the point of that movie? Like, give me a story. I'm tired. So I definitely recommend this movie. There are so many movies I want to see, and I don't think I'm going to get to all of them while they're still in theaters, but I would like to go to the movies again. I don't know. Anyway, that's that. Something else exciting that happened this week was I finally finished the book When Rabbit Howls. I don't remember when I started that book, but I have been reading it for months because it's just not an easy read. It's a supposedly true story about, what's her name? Trudy Chase, I want to say. She's been on the Oprah Winfrey Show. You could look it up, but she has like 100 alternate personalities. And the book is about her going to her therapist and talking about, or like trying to figure out, I don't know what the hell happened to her when she was younger. Basically, her stepfather abused her sexually. Like, so anyway, my best friend got me this book for Christmas because she always gets me a book that's like really hard to read. And unfortunately, this book was hard to read, not in the way that she intended it. She got it for me because it was about like incest, which is disgusting and, you know, like hard to read. But the majority of the book is just, oh God, it is tiring. It's exhausting to get through because there's just so much talking about multiple personalities. So what I will say is, if you are interested in learning more about multiple personalities, pick up this book. If you are interested in books that make you physically ill and uncomfortable, that's not this. Now, that being said, I did finish it because every few pages there would be a flashback of something that happened to her when she was little, and it is some of the most vile stuff you could ever do to a child. So, trigger warning, like, it is definitely the most graphic, like, sexual assault I've ever read about. But I would say maybe 20% to even 15% of the book is about that, and the rest is really just trying to decipher which personality is talking. And it's boring. I gotta say it. It's boring. If you are anything like me, it's boring. So I went on enough about that. The movie was good. The book was not my thing. I'm sure it's good. It was a bestseller, but just not my thing. And then something else that happened this week was my grandmother was admitted to the hospital. She had pneumonia and it wasn't getting better. But this happened a month ago, and I'm happy to report she made a full recovery and she's back home. So that's all good. And then I want to say that's pretty much all that happened. I think. Oh, and then I guess it's not really worth mentioning, but I will. We watched all 3 Back to the Future movies. I've definitely seen 1 and 2 like way back in the day, so I didn't really remember them. And I don't think I ever watched 3 because if you guys are familiar, which you probably are, the last movie ends with like sort of a preview or trailer for the 3rd movie, and it's a Western, and I don't like Western stuff most of the time. So I never watched it. So we watched all 3 this weekend, and it was awesome. They're really fun movies. I get why people like them. They're also ridiculous and stupid, but in a fun way. It was a really fun watch, and we had no idea what to watch because Joe and I, we watch a fuck ton of movies and all that, but we had been so busy this summer that having the time to watch movies sort of snuck up on us, and we were like, well, shit, I don't know. Because a lot of the times we will watch like 2 hours worth of trailers to decide which movie we want to watch next, and we didn't want to waste the time, so we just put Back to the Future on, and it was good. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I think that's all that really happened this week. It was just like a pretty normal week besides my grandmother going to the hospital. But again, she was fine. So looking back, not a big deal. So starting with the day by day, Monday. Sorry, I got distracted by a sticker that I thought I lost, but I can see it right now in the spine of my sticker book. So it just slipped off the page. It has like no stickiness left, but I'm determined to use it. So anyway, I'm glad I didn't lose it. Back to this, starting with Monday, the first thing I marked is that I went home to work remotely this day, and the laptop is from the kit. With this Planning Roses laundry hamper, I marked that I did my laundry. Then with this happy sticker from Once More with Love, I marked that the shirt I got Joe for his birthday wasn't stolen. I was so relieved. You guys all know, I've talked about it to death, how much of my mail gets stolen. And there was no option to have it delivered to a pickup location. So I was so relieved that the shirt showed up. It was a Foo Fighters shirt, if you're curious. It's the yellow one with the bat. I'm actually really jealous, but I'm not a huge Foo Fighters fan, but I really want that shirt. I really like it. So that was good. Then with this takeout sticker, I sort of used it to mark, like, not takeout. Joe ended up coming over just to pick up a bunch of the party stuff left over from the previous weekend. Yeah, sorry, I'm like blanking, but we're just going to keep going. Then with this, like, I don't know, spectacle munchkin? I don't know. I just marked that like something was up with the cat food again. My roommate was home over the weekend for Joe's birthday, and she took care of feeding the cats, and I left her very specific instructions. And she messed it up. It wasn't a big deal, but I was just like, how? Just how? I don't know how I can spell this out any more clearly. Under that, with these headphone or AirPods from the kit and this printable treadmill sticker, I marked that I did a back workout and walked on the treadmill. Then I marked reading with this Get Lit munchkin from Once More with Love. With another sticker from the kit, I marked doing a voiceover. Then I marked restarting Sex and the City. I just wasn't done with that being my background noise, so I used a Sticky Perks TV for that. And then with a laptop, I'm not sure where it's from, maybe SPC, I marked that I started watching The Last Seduction because if you recall, the first episode of Sex and the City. Also, can someone do a Sex and the City clip art pack, please? Because the only Sex and the City planner kit I could find is from, what is it, the Crafty Banana, and it's very pretty. It's a very beautiful kit, like the brownstones, stunning. I have thought about buying it, but it's just not on the nose enough for me. So please. Anyway, if you remember in the first episode when they're all at dinner, they're talking about the movie The Last Seduction, and I've never watched it. I've always been curious to see what they were talking about. I basically made it to the fence scene that they talk about in the show. I hate it. It's not a good movie. So I didn't really watch much past that. Then moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked with this character sticker from my friend Ilza. I never remember the shop. I do apologize. She's told me a million times, but I marked that I got drenched on my way to work, and I ended up getting a blister from, I don't know how to explain it, but the rain mixed with walking and my new sneakers, it just like wasn't good. But it actually wasn't the sneakers that gave me a blister. It was the little, I don't know what they're called. It's like the thing that you can put in your shoe to keep your heel from slipping out. The adhesive stuck to my skin, and then that combined with the rain gave me this huge blister. Anyway, disgusting. I marked that with a cramp munchkin. Then with this RIP munchkin, I marked that the majority of the time I was in the office, anytime I wasn't working, I was overanalyzing the body cam footage. I'm blanking on her name. It's been a month since, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, the cops come because the woman thinks that someone's like walking around her house, and then one of the cops ends up shooting her with absolutely no justifiable reason. I watched that footage over and over and over and over again in slow motion. I watched his footage. I watched his partner's footage. I watched the whole thing. I was online and looking at Reddit, and idiots were saying that you see her when she stands up, she's holding the pot. No, she's not. She's holding pot holders. Idiot. She was not holding the pot when he shot her, and even if she was. Anyway, it made me really upset, and I just kept watching it and watching it and watching it because I'm a masochist. Then with this Stella Bow Sticker Co. car, I marked that Joe ended up picking me up from work because we were going to the movies. We went back to his place first so he could make dinner, and I was just getting really anxious about the time. I should have said something, but I don't like rushing him because he doesn't like being rushed, but he doesn't have like a good sense of time. It's like an ADHD thing. He has no idea that he like doesn't have time to do what he's doing, and I don't want to rush him. So I use this stomachache cramp munchkin to mark just getting really anxious about being late. Then with this eye roll munchkin, I marked that we did end up missing the first time for the movie. It wasn't completely sold out, and we did get there like literally right when it was starting. So I was just going to run in and buy the tickets, and we were going to go and just miss the first preview. But the only seats left in this specific theater were in the front row. Absolutely not. So we waited until the next show. It was just worth it. So then with a movie marquee and these munchkins in a movie theater, I marked that we saw Longlegs. And because we missed the earlier showing, I got home pretty late. I wasn't home until 11, so the only thing I did was like my skincare nighttime routine, and I used a skincare munchkin to mark that. Moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I marked was with this RX bottle. This is just a stupid thing to mark, but I was just so happy I bought Band-Aids because I haven't had Band-Aids, and I've been hurting myself a lot, cutting my finger open, and Brad cutting my leg and all that. So I was happy I had Band-Aids for this stupid blister. Then with this zombie munchkin holding a coffee, I marked that I was in office. With this planner from the kit, I marked that I edited my video while I was at the office. I also brought my book and read at work, and I marked that with this Once More with Love sticker. I want to say these sneakers are either from this kit or a different printable. I'm not sure, but I marked doing a chest workout and walking 10,000 steps. With another one of these YouTube laptops, I marked watching Sex and the City. With an Olive Studio sticker, I marked finish pulling for my next spread. And then the final thing for Wednesday, with this screaming cat from Papershire, I marked that Brad was going absolutely batshit crazy at 4 in the morning, so that was annoying. Moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked was that I didn't even leave my apartment until after 8, and I tried to start work by 8. Fortunately, I had enough overtime where I didn't have to stay late, but yeah, I didn't even leave until after 8. I was so tired, probably because I was up at 4 a.m. Then with this, I think this is like a online shopping sticker, and I just cut the text off. And then with this money jar from the kit, I marked that I decided to just take a glance at my 401k. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how the money gets invested. I don't understand how you make the most of your 401k. I don't know. So I just wanted to glance, and I'm going to try to check it every once in a while to see if anything's happening. Then with this Fox and Cactus sticker, I marked that I had to pay the full rent this month. My roommate finished grad school, and she, as you know from my last ridiculous story that I told in my Plan With Me, she did get a job offer, but she doesn't start until late August, early September. Now I found out it's like mid to early September, so she just didn't have the money this month for rent. So I had to lend her the money, which is painful. I know she's going to pay me back, but it's still just like is really anxiety inducing watching that money just leave my account. It's just, I don't like it, but have to do what you have to do. Then with this Happy Munchkin, I marked that I found $10 in my backpack, so that's cool. Doesn't really cover the rent, but still exciting. With this reading sticker from the kit, I marked that I read at work again. With this walking munchkin, I marked that I walked 10,000 steps. With a printer from the kit, I marked that I printed and cut another kit. And then the last thing I marked was that my roommate was stressing me out. I don't remember what she was talking about, but she was texting me about something, and it was like giving me anxiety. So I used I don't remember what kind of munchkin this is, but this is how I felt. So I went with that. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked was that it was my short remote day with this, what is this? Oh, and obviously Once More With Love. With this cleaning sticker from the kit, I marked that I cleaned and did a bunch of stuff on my to-do list. With this tiny Nike sneaker, I marked that I walked 10,000 steps again, which is hard on a Friday for me because I just don't want to, and I don't walk to work, so I have to like actively get every single one of those steps. Then with this sticker from Rabbit Hole Handcraft, forgive me, this is a new shop to me, I marked that I picked up my printer paper from Amazon, or like from the Amazon pickup location. With this Stick With The Plan Co sticker, I marked that I read for a little bit. Then with these 2 pretzels from Piper Paper Company, I marked that Joe and I got buy one, get one free Auntie Anne's pretzels. And then with these munchkins watching TV, I marked that we watched the first Back to the Future movie. Then on to Saturday, the first thing I marked with this In My Feelings munchkin was that my grandmother was in the hospital. Then with this reading emoji, I marked that I finally finished When Rabbit Howls. With these olives sitting on a couch, I marked that we just hung out for a while and like didn't really do anything. We just sat on the couch looking at our phones. Then with this Carly Plans sticker, I marked that I finally got up and got ready. I hate getting ready now. I don't know, like I loved it so much when I was younger, but I fucking hate it now. Then with this cake from the Prairie Planner, I marked that it was my best friend's cousin's birthday party that we were invited to, so we headed to that. And then with a Pumpkin Paper Coterra, I marked that I had drinks with my best friend, which was nice. And then I ended up gossiping with her younger sister and her cousin, and I used a gossip sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co to mark that. With this Once More With Love cornhole sticker, I marked that we played cornhole and bocce ball. Then with this awkward sticker, I used it more as like a shocked munchkin, in my opinion. I marked that my best friend's stepdad was telling me like crazy cop stories because he's a cop. Then with this tired munchkin, I marked that I just hit a wall. Like I was all for it. I was ready to go, ready to have another drink. I even like picked up another drink, and then all of a sudden I was so tired and I was like, I want to go home and put on pajamas so badly. So I just sat. I just like instantly can't do it. I need to go home. So then I was like begging Joe to take me home because he was still having fun and like playing games with everybody. But yeah, we finally went home, and I just used begging him to take me home with this like, I don't know, mushy munchkin. I don't know what the hell it is. Then moving on to Sunday with this TikTok munchkin, I marked that I just stared at TikTok on my phone. Terrible, I know. With this RX sticker from, I think, Creating & Co. I've had this sticker forever. It came from one of their kits, if that's the name of the shop. I marked that we went to CVS to pick up a prescription. With this Red Bull can from Designski Sticker Co., I marked that we went to Target to get Red Bull. It was on sale there. Then with this Emoti carrying IKEA bags, I marked that we went to IKEA because Joe had a birthday reward for like $10. So he got some like random stuff there that he needed, like a new toilet bowl brush and stuff like that to get the $10 off. Then with this Sticky Perks Dollar Tree bag, I marked that we went to Dollar Tree. I was looking for something specific and I can't remember what it was. Then with these shopping munchkins, I marked that we went into Old Navy to find a baby gift, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that they were having a 50% off basically the entire store sale. So I got a couple, like a basic tank top and a basic t-shirt. So that was cool. Then with this trash can from the kit, I marked that, oh, and I also got a baby gift. It was very cute. I marked that we went to my apartment to take care of the cats and take out my trash. Then with this Sticky Perks slice of TV, Jesus Christ, slice of pizza, I marked that we got City View Pizza. And then the final thing for Sunday, I marked that we watched Back to the Future 2 and 3. And that was it. So not a very eventful week, which was nice. It was very nice. I think this was a pretty good week. But yeah, that's everything for this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.